Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very Elgar.
Pod leader.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast, spelled backwards. I'm JW Crump, and you will now advance to the locker room.
I'm Alexander Price, and I need this with all my heart, and I do appreciate everything that's been given to me. I mean, just the food alone, like the food that they're feeding us, I just love it so much.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and just bring it. It's been brought. Our pictures are so hot. We pose with class. We walk with sass. Who wants to be on top?
I feel like we just reviewed the whole episode. Like we hit the episode, and this is Cycle 10 premiere, episode 1. Now they have shitty titles because now the title is just Welcome to Top Model Prep. Which, if they hadn't established a fun thing of the girl and the girls is I wouldn't mind this title. But I'm just like, why did you do this? Was there a complaint at some point? I don't understand why
They're
you changed the
too
title.
much work to try to be interesting.
Yeah, did they lose some copywriter who was exclusively in charge?
They're like, we're making this too much about the girls. It's not really about that.
Oh my god, if they had changed it so it was just always Tyra's name now. Like Tyra opens Top Model Prep.
You say that, and we open this episode with a countdown that does not end with the correct number 1.
Oh, you didn't like this 12 Days of Christmas remix that starts on day 10?
No.
Some director was just going crazy on the soundboard for this whole segment. There was sound effect after sound effect after sound effect. It was amazing.
It was so good. So they show our winners. Of course, winner Adrian is not present.
No.
But they show them in just unorder. Because they show it in this order. Eva, Danielle, Joanna, Jasleen, Carrie D, Naima, Nicole, Celicia. So Celicia is correct, but everyone else is just whenever. I thought for a second they were just not going to show Joanna when it showed Eva. And I was like, are we just skipping cycle 2 now too?
It fooled me into thinking that maybe winner Adrian would be re-included because they weren't going in order. And then it was just like, nope, she still does not exist.
For all the, it's so funny to me that as we've kind of talked about, some top model contestants have really separated themselves from the show. But the way that Adrienne Curry separated herself from the show and that Top Model allowed her to separate herself from the show is shocking compared to everyone else. And Shannon just is that first runner up that always has to replace her as the winner. Top Model wants you to think Shannon won.
Yeah.
Truly.
Number 9 was dramatic catfights, and I did not like this because it just showed a lot of black women fighting.
I also noticed that. The only person is Lisa.
And Brittany at the end, I think.
Yes, Renee, but it was just
Well, and they included that bar fight was not a cute cat fight. That was a seriously dangerous situation with strangers.
Also, at this point, just get the permission slip from the girl whose face you blurred out. Just
put Tyra's face over it.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea. Or Janice as punishment.
Yeah, absolutely. And then 8 tearful makeovers. Do you want to say tearful when some of them are just anger?
Yeah.
They never got it through their heads, and we'll see this in our spoiler alert bonus episode about the Fiercey Awards.
Ooh.
But they never really got that it's kind of fun to see someone cry. It's just boring to see them mad.
Yeah.
Also, it's fun to see them cry, but not when it's not in context.
Agreed.
That's true. It just seems like you ruined all these people's. Yeah.
There's only one that's interesting, and that's Jada, because she goes,
because it's too over the top.
Yeah. But nothing was worse than 7 stressful medical emergencies.
Said so happily.
Yes.
The tone of 7 stressful medical emergencies. What?
Why are you promoting that?
Are you having a medical emergency?
Also, it's 6 medical emergencies and 1 thing you forced Joni to do to her mouth.
Yes.
That wasn't her getting her teeth fixed was not a medical emergency. It was the furthest from that.
It was cosmetic.
Yeah. 6 scary runway spills, which, similar to medical emergencies, you're like, okay, but context free, it just feels like people got hurt.
Yeah, this is the full America's Funniest Home Videos portion of our viewing.
Also, I'm really surprised they didn't show Cycle 6 Carrie in the super long heels.
Oh, because that was fully the show's fault. There's no hiding that was the show's fault.
I guess that's true, but to me, that's like one of the most
scariest ones.
Scary.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't feel like that Narelle one is scary. I
It
feel
just
like
she tripped.
She tripped, but she had 13 wedding dresses on to save her. And like all these drag queens
down to earth.
the drag queens just lifted her back up with fierceness.
Well, we have 5 fierce plus size models.
Oh, okay. So hold up. Do we have 5? I want to count this. So Whitney, Diana, Diana. I never got that right one time.
Both.
Yep, great.
Both of them.
I did it. Okay. Takara,
Yes.
Anna, Robin. That's 6.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah, technically.
So why not just... That's bizarre to me that they just decided to eradicate at least 2 because, okay, Sarah, sure, fine. There was the whole real size angle, even though they decided she was plus size later.
Wasn't Robin also borderline the whole time? Quote unquote.
But I feel like that was Robin just had so many storylines, but I do feel like that was part of her deal, right?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
At some point, she was just more Christian than plus sized.
Yes. What a wild scale. Where? From Christian to plus size, where are you?
That was actually the rom-com they made starring Robin after this was over.
From Christian to plus size?
Yes.
No! It's just the oft sought after sequel from Justin to Kelly.
Exactly.
Wait, so did Robin play plus size?
Yes, that's her name.
Plus size Johnson?
Yes. And then just a man named Christian.
Yeah.
The plus sized is spelled SYYZ.
Oh. Anyway, were you happy to see the return of Wiggly Legs Katie in 4 high-flying photo shoots?
I have it written down in my notes.
I can never get enough of Wiggly Legs Katie.
It's my favorite. Might actually be my favorite shot on this entire show.
And she gets so much because she was also one of the tearful makeovers. So I'm like Katie got a lot of screen time. Then it was 3 critter encounters, which again, we've had more than that, but okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way there's only been 3 of these.
Brooke had the giant anaconda, and they had the snake necklaces.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 amazing Jays. That's correct. They
Yes.
did 1.
Uh-huh.
And then what should be, but only 1 Tyra Banks. It is not that.
But there can only be 1 America's Next Top Model, which, I mean, I know that's like their thing, but it was like a weird way to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so anticlimactic.
Especially when we started the segment looking at
10.
all of the winners of America's Next Top Model.
Absolutely. Yeah, there can be at least 8 and theoretically 9 that we've had. So top model math goes out the window instantly.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there was a Reddit post that I shared with everyone. Whoever posted this, I love you, that called me, that said freaking JW was talking about top model math again. And I love freaking JW as just a go-to nickname, truly. But I will talk about it again because Marguerite, our first person that we see, and that was a friend of mine in college, so I love hearing the name Marguerite. She says there's 35 other girls.
Yeah, she does say other. She does say other.
Which means there's 36. But later in the episode, they just say 35 over and over again. I'm like, who was wrong? What girl disappeared? Who got dropped off? Not at the right stop.
The one with the really big hair who was standing in the right corner at the end of the episode, whose name we never got.
Never see her again.
This bus seems miserable. And also, I didn't think I was going to miss the airport sections, but I do.
Yeah, kind of.
It kept people easier to keep track of.
Yeah, because you got to see them enter.
Yeah, and it also kind of like it made the whole fact that you get their name, their age, and their hometown just make a little bit more like cosmetic sense. Because it even though that's not how it works, it could be like, wow, they're straight from Denver or whatever.
So your humble podcaster is not forced to go back in the episode just to make sure that, yes, that actually said Country Club Hills, Illinois.
Yeah.
You know what?
Someone should have to explain that.
I researched Country Club Hills, Illinois. It sounds like a lovely place.
So funny.
We also learned Marvita is now from San Francisco and not from Anchorage, Alaska, which is what she was from last season.
Which was so, when we pointed that out, how interesting that was.
Yeah.
No, it's just absolutely not true. Marvita, in her own words, and I guess I should I feel like a Marvita herself should sometimes come with like a content warning for our listeners.
Yes.
Because she has been through therapy and is back for another time. If you don't remember Marvita, she was at the audition episode of
We all thought she should have been on.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Exactly.
Still gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. She kind of looks the exact same, honestly, in a positive way. And she, describes that she was molested, assaulted, raped, and she just always spits it out
really quick,
so quickly, and kind of with a casual tone to it, which I appreciate. That she is at a place where she can, kind of express it in a way that she can talk about her story and her journey. And hopefully, as this whole cycle's theme will be a role model for other people to I don't have the perfect language for this. I apologize for the listeners. But it's just that it comes so quick.
That you're like, did I just miss that?
And it's just like, it's the first 3 minutes of this episode.
Yeah, that's just how we jump back in.
Yeah, it's a lot for the first time you see her. And I guess it's because she's returning.
So we theoretically know all this stuff already, kind of.
And then we meet who I call Amy for now.
Amy for now gets so much talking head.
Yeah, she's I wrote in a later note that she's kind of the narrator for this episode.
What a choice for your narrator.
Her talking heads are fun.
Yeah.
She's kind of good at talking heads and kind of just bonkers elsewhere.
She's like Lisa without the problems right now.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
And the look in the face.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they arrive at Top Model Prep, and the crest that we see is the most clip art bullshit I have ever seen.
I love that they made it crest, though. It's like the right amount of stupid for me.
I get, but it was red heel, a compact lipstick,
of course,
a camera, and then a microphone that also is a speaker because there are noise lines coming out of it.
It's one of those little toy karaoke ones you get that the microphone is just
echo.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like the Fisher Price toy where you're supposed to sing into it, but you like press a button and it plays you a song.
And then we get the dumbest place for a commercial break because we see the backsides of two the Jays walking out, and they're like, who could it be? And then girls screaming and gasping, commercial break. And I'm like, we know that is. It's the same people every cycle. It would have been weird if it would have been an interesting twist if it hadn't been them.
Or
I need to not be done with the crest real quick.
Okay, I get that.
Because under the crest, they've written top model preparation, which makes no sense. Because if you were going to write something, it would be top model preparatory or
did it
top
say
model
preparatory
school. It says preparation.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't know what it stood for. That's clearly what that was.
It's nobody. The terms that are used to address normal school events in this episode have truly boggled my mind.
Oh, when we get to that bonfire later, I can't wait to talk about like how the fact that Tyra just didn't go to high school, clearly. Well, yeah. So after our non-reveal of a commercial break, there's a through line where a lot of people think that Mr. J can get it.
Yeah. We get a lot of women being like, Mr. J could totally fuck me right now in school and it'd be totally fine. Is he my teacher? Because I'm hot for him.
Yeah. Let's start a problematic storyline about my teacher and I'm the student. Because the first one is Jennifer.
Who works herself, like literally you can watch her working herself into a lather to try to like make herself faint.
I love it. I love it.
Never has anyone been this excited about school since Victoria last season.
But Jennifer says, Mr. J is fine. Y'all don't understand. And I feel like she was like, no, you see him in the TV. He must truly be stunning in person. He just must be, because we get a lot of that language where it's like, in person, he's perfect.
We also get a through line of, I think, what's going to be a cycle-long sartorial choice for Mr. J, which is apparently a trench coat, flared pants, and lifts. Is he wearing lifts? Because he looks like he's wearing lifts.
He is wearing lifts.
Maybe he's beside of Miss J more and more often.
That's what I think it is that Miss J is just so tall.
He saw that clip from last cycle of Twiggy standing next to Miss J and was like, absolutely not.
Never again.
Another sign, like something I saw on a sign, was established 2003. That's a cute one, because that is the first season. I was like,
cute.
I gotta say, we get a lot. We're getting into the full creme de la creme of top model auditions having a theme. And there's two that I think are going to go down for me as the ones that make sense and work. And I think the preparation academy is one that makes sense, because sure, fine, whatever. You got to have a theme.
It doesn't even say academy. It just says preparation. I'm so mad about this.
All right, fine. And the boot camp kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? But
what about space, JW? What about space?
A space and Greek gods later. But this is one where I like it. The only thing that I'm like, did we need this? Was the schoolgirl uniforms that they had to wear all the time?
I'm assuming that they did this because of Gossip Girl. Probably. Because Gossip Girl premiered the previous year, and they were on the same night. And Gossip Girl blew up huge after that first season. So I'm assuming they're trying to do a Gossip Girl tie-in without actually doing a Gossip Girl tie-in.
That makes a lot of sense, especially for references we'll get in the next episode. My backup quote was from Shea.
Oh my God, I think we had the same backup quote, JW.
I like to create beauty because I am beautiful.
Yes.
Perfect. And she'll be one of the only top model contestants who will ever just come in with her last name every single time, because she is Shea Ali, who will reveal, spoiler, who she's related to later.
She also got a lot of screen time in this episode.
For someone that was not around that much. It's because she had a plot line. That's what it was. This is a legit locker room. This is not a set. This is a real locker room.
I was half expecting a PE teacher carrying a newspaper to come walking through this locker room.
Well, you mean how Miss J, we'll talk about timeline shenanigans. Miss J changes, and we see a half shot of it, if anything, of them in gym teacher garb. But then the next scene, they're back to their original clothes. So
Which were cute. The cardigan and the bow tie.
The cardigan was
red
very
chucks.
cute.
Oh, I loved. I think both the J's, honestly, even the strong choices of Mr. J aside, looked great.
Yes.
I was just like, when did this locker room scene happen? It was really odd.
We need to have a serious conversation.
Okay.
Allison in her talking head.
Yes.
Did she sneak booze into this audition? She is the loosest since Celicia last auditions.
But why is she always ready to dramatically stand up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
She will only do a talking head with one arm all the way behind her, as though she is poised to leap from her chair at any moment.
Or just really, did she get a product placement deal with that bracelet? Because that bracelet is always right there. I'm going to say, I know, because I remember her plot line, I know that Allison becomes pretty awful as portrayed on the show. And that being said, just this episode alone, I adore the chaotic energy that Allison brings to all proceedings, because Allison is here to play the game.
Honestly, though, if you told me this was like Sarah Silverman doing a character, I would not be surprised.
Yes.
Done. Absolutely. Also, I've never seen anyone spell Allison like this. Allison?
I have.
Yes.
Oh, well, I had not. And it provided interest to me.
So we're about to get some photos, school ID photos, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And can we please, there are a couple of them, but I have to skip.
Okay.
Right to Kristen's, because this photo was insane. Where did all these hands come from? Why were they in a school ID photo?
I think anyone was told where this ID was being chopped off.
Yeah. Also, and you know what? I'm going to give it to Kim. When she stood there and then she was like, wait, do you want me to pose? The show frames that as like she being stupid, but I think she was like, oh no, this is literally just like they want a blank neutral photo of us like an ID.
Yeah, or like they do with the Polaroids.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're like, wow, Kim's the dumbest. I'm like,
yeah, she gets her own like country time violin music cue.
I'm just like, I think Kim was just like, hey, you didn't provide me with instructions, and until you do, I'm just gonna stand here. I love that Marvita tells us specifically that she's been going to therapy every Tuesday.
I loved it too. It was so real.
So real.
My first thought, though, was like, oh no, Marvita, how are you going to continue your Tuesday therapy sessions when you get in the house?
Yeah, I hope there was some like journaling happening for Marvita.
Apparently, Top Model, aka Tyra, because it has to be, thinks that a crash course is something you can take in high school.
That's not a class.
There's nothing like a crash course, right?
Absolutely. You know, just sometimes you have to do something for a semester, and some days you get an entire divisional credit because of one single crash course. We have to start talking about Lauren. We have to, I think, and I mean that, and I mean, I'm including you two, but I'm including the listeners. We all need to sit together. We all need to come together and talk about Lauren, who is a punk, who is an artist, and who seems quite nice. Mm-hmm. But we've talked a lot about, like, in auditions, like the implausibility of certain people. Mm-hmm. How on earth? And I'm not even saying she does bad in the show.
No.
I don't know that yet. I've only watched one episode beyond this one, but how on earth does she make it onto this show?
Also, because I have the note that Lauren has the mushiest of mush mouths as well. I can barely understand. I had the subtitles on. I can't understand what Lauren says most of the time.
She talks like you could just tell she's not going to be able to do a commercial, and she has the lack of a walk. Yeah. She would have to produce pictures that are so stunning that you forget everything else about her as a person. And again, but I will say this. Nice personality, truly.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah.
But she also doesn't seem to want to do this. So it's like, who is making you do this?
It's not even that she doesn't want to do this. She's just so neutral. She's just so chill about the whole thing.
Well, she's laid back. She tells us.
When was the last time you were in heels? No, I've never.
Never.
It's truly like everyone else auditioned and Lauren like was on the side of the road and the bus pulled up and she got on the wrong bus. And now
she's the 36 girl.
Confirmed.
Done.
Marguerite's like counting and she's like, wait a second. They keep saying 35, but I'm 36, so someone else is 30. So funny. Also, I just wrote the note in all caps. Oh my God, we are getting girls so fast.
Oh my God.
And
we get introduced to so many people.
We get 20 out of the 35 girls, which and we got them in 2 minutes. Names, places of birth, just like. Brrr.
They gave us so many.
They're like, last season we showed you girls and didn't tell you their names. This time we're going to tell you every single girl's name of the 35.
Also, some of these names, you'll never see them called again. So get ready.
We've also done a little bit of a change from last season and gone back to cycles past because you know what's bad again? Malls. The shopping mall strut. No, thank you. Get the fuck out of here, malls.
So we got to run. One little thing I want to point out about the photos before we leave is, again, when Kim comes in, Mr. J very quickly says, I'll just put your stand where the footprints are. It's because everyone else has had dirty feet. And I thought that was really funny. Miss J is here for a runway. Comes in, uses the most pigmented pink chalk I've ever seen. Great chalk all around.
Also, Miss J comes in full character because they're bent over, like they've had a long day. This is their last period.
Yep.
And what good handwriting. That is not easy to do on a chalkboard.
Absolutely not. I'm left-handed. I can't use chalk. It just erases as I go, honestly. And now they're just going to the hallway outside. Yeah. And the girls are just going to look through the archway. And yes, they have backpacks.
These backpacks contain a very heavy history of fashion. We never see what's in the backpacks, gentle listener.
I also, until Lauren walked, didn't notice they had them, which is a good thing for all the rest of the girls.
We also learned that Shalinda has auditioned 8 times. She's proto Jocelyn.
Yeah.
And she's like, this is it. Lucky number 8. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. Lauren also says she's going to stick by my guns. Not chew her guns, which makes me think that Lauren just has guns she just sleeps with.
Oh my God. I thought it was somebody charmingly messing up an idiom, but what if she did it on purpose? Or she was not fully committed to the process. So she's not sticking to her guns, but she'll stick like by them.
She wants them in her eye line.
Yeah. I shouldn't leave. The food's good. Anya's loving the food.
Speaking of Anya.
We get our first real taste. Mwah!
I can do what I need to do to be a model because that's my passion. I need this. This is my life. I wake up every morning thinking about this every second. When I go to sleep, I have to take an hour just to breathe. Well, not an hour, but you know what I mean.
Leave it all in, editors.
How could they not? She doesn't breathe.
Yeah, I was going to say, she just speaks in run-on thoughts. Like, she just doesn't stop until she that's the end. The little person in her brain is like, end. Period.
That there was a tiny, adorable alien piloting Anya from the inside.
Yes.
I would be fully on board.
She's inside outing, but she doesn't have any of the sad or mad ones. It's just happiness and nerves, joy, whatever. Okay. Also, I'll say this. I love Anya already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, she's so charming and so pretty.
Oh yeah.
And just like the right kind of weird, where you're like, well, you're not going to stab anybody. You're just so Claire says that she's a mother, and that's going to be a big part of Claire's thing. And I know she didn't say this because the captions told me otherwise. She pronounces it though, so it sounds like she says, I'm a mother and I'm white. And I sat there and I was like, what? That doesn't make you notable. I had to rewind it, and she said something else, like I'm a mother and I'm like right here or something. Like it's just something she was saying so quickly. It's just so funny. So now that's all I could think is also like Claire. She's 2 things. She's a mother. She's white. I know the person that I'm going to have a full 180 about from the first time I watched to this time.
Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Is it Stacey Ann?
No, I was already on the Stacey Ann train. Choo choo. Or should I say choo choo? I love Dominique.
Oh my God.
I do too.
I am so angry in defense of Dominique.
The whole
on this
episode
show.
too.
Yeah.
And the first time you see her, you're just like, you are stunning.
Uh-huh. You're stunning. You have a great walk. You take great pictures.
You are a carved sculpture come to life, here to save us from top model preparation. I remember, okay, I have only watched this episode and the next one at this point, but I remember her being the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also have that feeling.
I can't wait to be proven that they treated her bad.
It's clear they did, because they do it immediately while speaking to her.
Oh God, I'm not looking forward to wading into this language, you guys.
No. Well, what we can wade into right now is the question of what producer thought it was safe to have fire around these women.
Also, the first shot of it
lets them run by the pool.
They were like this. Yeah, exactly. This preparation doesn't have a pool, so we got to have a fire. The first shot of it makes it look apocalyptic.
Well, and then they're doing
from a weird canted angle.
Disco Ride of the Valkyries underneath it.
Yes. And then, did either of you remember this reveal?
No.
Nope. We get 5 returning past top model contestants underutilized in a way that's shocking. Let me list them as Marvita does.
Yay.
Yes.
She recognizes Ferranda, and that's those 2 twins, and that's JL, and that's that one girl.
Justice for Joni.
That was so funny to me.
You remembered Ferranda, but not Joni?
Ferranda's the one she knows best. Also, Ferranda looked great.
Yeah, she
Ferranda
did.
looked amazing.
All of them look pretty good, but Ferranda glowed all the way up.
I have never seen the twins this animated about nothing.
None of them spoke individually. They did a cheer, and that was it.
Was this cheer also piped in? Because their mouths were not matching what was going on.
I wouldn't be surprised if, at least for audio reasons, this wasn't slightly ADR. So we haven't described it, but they're at homecoming. like a homecoming bonfire, which is a thing. So I'm not like super mad about that. And they have a stage, so you know who's going to be on that stage, as Hannah would say, from a respectful remove of the girls. But on the ground, on the girls' level, are these 5 contestants: JL, Joni, Michelle, Amanda, and Ferranda in matching cheerleader outfits, just kind of bobbing around.
They're not referenced at all, other than Marvita. Like, no one, it's very weird.
That means that Marvita was the best take.
We never see them leave. They're just gone.
They teach at Top Model Preparation.
They're just the mean girls.
Yeah. No, I think they're like student teachers now. Maybe still mean girls. You can be both. But and then are both the J's there?
Yes, they're both there.
Okay.
And Mr. J says, of course, they have to announce the homecoming queen because, of course, sure, why not?
And for a half second, I did think it was going to be like the person with the best walk-in picture or something.
A Dr. Yvonne situation.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And Dominique's like ready to win.
I love that she says, of course, yes, I want the little crown.
Oh my God.
Don't we all want the little crown?
Honey. Oh, I love her.
Tyra pops out dressed as a pageant queen. I've never seen a homecoming queen look like this ever.
Dominique goes, Tyra, she's so special. I was like, what a brilliant read.
A correct assessment from Dominique. And then Tyra does, at first, I'm going to give her credit that, okay, here's the evolution. Here's what's happening. Tyra can do sketch. Tyra cannot do improv.
No.
Correct.
Allison can do improv and actually does a very classic good improv.
Allison came in hard.
Yep.
For Tyra.
What is this character? This crying
She's a beauty queen. She's a beauty queen.
Who's also stealing everyone's boyfriends and sleeping with them.
This literally sounds like something I would have my Barbie do when I was little and playing Barbie.
Your Eve doll.
I think this is what Tyra thinks high school is.
I agree. I think that is true.
And what a stalwart of feminism to be like, the homecoming queen is just also the meanest, most cheatiest woman in this whole school.
And she was just Allison, like, all you fucking bitches or sluts and hoes.
It's all but that. If you watch real quick, all the girls are cheering and Allison is pushing them back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's why she always sits like that. She's ready to push people out of her way.
Then Allison goes, I have to talk about this improv scene. Allison goes, well, I slept with your boyfriend. Tyra's clearly not ready for this.
No.
And so Tyra, through tears, goes, you slept with my boyfriend? And then, which is a yes, but not a yes and. Mm-hmm. And then Allison helps her get out of it. Tries to yes and by being like, yeah, but we can share, which is kind of funny, actually. And then Tyra's like, okay. And I'm like, don't add to the scene, Tyra. It's so funny.
The next time I see you, pretty bitches, it's gonna be at the casting center.
What the fuck is the casting center?
Don't know.
Does she think that's a place in a high school?
It's where you take a crash course.
We've never called it that. We've always called it casting, like, panel.
Yeah, and Marguerite even later in the episode calls it panel. Like, it's panel. Just call it panel. Or interview. That's fine.
Later. I would have accepted later.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
You know what? The standards are low, Tyra. You could have done that. Okay, so I think my Tumal, like, apologize for her person this cycle is probably going to be Amy. Amy that keeps her name.
Double
Amy forever. Double E Amy, thank you. But also, as we'll find out, that's not even true. She's not even the only double E Amy.
No, she isn't.
We'll get to it. But
yep.
I did write, similar to how we've had some contestants of the past, of yore, that have every teeth in their head. Amy has every hair she's ever grown.
Maybe that's why she gave me like a strong Kimmy Schmidt escaped from a cult vibe.
Yes.
Well, I think that's kind of her backstory.
Yeah.
But she has hair.
Yeah. Where Tyra has a 5 head, I feel like Amy has 2 fingers of a forehead because her scalp is so low.
Yeah. Also, we kind of forgot to mention the big like announcement that they made, but they're going back to New York for the 10th cycle, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think Top Model always does better in New York, personally.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the first girl into the casting center is Anya, 18, from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Can I ask where we think they filmed this? Because to me, it looked kind of like where they filmed the Chilton scenes in Gilmore Girls.
I would get that.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Because it's not a real high school, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean...
Or are they just like hopping around to different locations? Because I guess there was a football field.
There's a lot of sets.
Yeah.
Like if it was a real high school that they just, I think sometimes it's easier just to pay for like the location for a day.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. This is actually one of my favorite kind of panel interviewee space is because I think there's like a classiness to the whole thing. And I love in the background, you can see these really cool staircases.
Well, I mean, also, I think we're really comparing it to last season on the boat where it was one of the worst.
True. Also true.
Just
But also
the local Ramada.
Yeah, I was about to say, sometimes it's just like the extra room at the hotel or whatever. So this was like actually like, there was a Cycle 10 like epicness and refinedness to it that I actually appreciated.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anya comes in. Tyra immediately asks about the accent.
Instantly.
And then she's like, explain. And Anya's like, no.
So your accent is like a beach surfer Hawaii accent?
Okay.
But she's got fire in her eyes.
And one of the better bikinis we've ever seen.
Our bikinis this cycle are much better than normal.
Yes. All of them got an elevated. Later, Marvita has one that I'm like, we should just take a picture of her in this bathing suit and sell this bathing suit. Like, it's crazy. I love afterwards. I think it's very unfair to Anya, but I think it's very funnily delivered that they're talking positively about Anya and her look and her personality. And then Mr. J goes, but when she opens her mouth, I just want to die. And I'm like, and Mr. J's like, because I'm the one who's going to have to talk to her all the time. You two don't have to talk to them. And then we get Atalia, right?
Atalia, 18, from Brooklyn, New York. There's some shady fucking captions because it starts out and it says lisping.
I missed that.
Yeah, and later Miss J makes fun of her lisp. Also, I'm going to say hey, that's a crappy thing to make fun of. Like, ugh, that's gross. That's like making fun of a stutter or something. Like, just don't do that. But also, I didn't notice one.
I didn't.
I also didn't.
If it existed, it was so slight as to be unhearable through a microphone.
The slightest sibilance.
Yeah. Her big thing is her sister's a doctor, and I think she's like she's very young. She's kind of our young person of the cycle.
Yeah.
If Amy with double E's is not, because she's 18 and she kind of.
But we've got like 3 18-year-olds in this fucking cast.
I know. I just feel like
she's
Atalia has that like. Is it Atalia or Atalia? I feel like everyone. Some people pronounce it differently, which is like, I don't know. I like.
Apparently, that's going to be a season for this.
Yep.
I'm so scared to pronounce it myself.
But she's so me too. I feel like she's kind of one of the most average people we've ever seen in terms of like how she's presented in the audition. She's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's seemingly very nice, but they give her no storyline.
No.
Nope.
To the point where I was like, well, she's not on the show.
I know. We're going to have a big discussion at the end of this episode about who makes it in and who does.
Oh, yeah.
But you know who I'm glad made it in? Because she is a nightmare.
From Wanakee, Wisconsin. It's Allison, also 18.
Smallest tit
18?
town. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does not read 18.
Nope.
No. She reads as TV 18, like a TV show. What they think an 18-year-old is.
It's because she doesn't dress 18. She
doesn't
dresses
act 18 either.
She doesn't. You know what?
She has the confidence of a 25-year-old.
She has the soul of like a scheming stage mom for herself.
Yes.
Yeah, she's auditioning for like her daughter. She's coming in like, "Hey, Tyra, my girl, Beth Ann."
She's a weird Hannah Montana show where she's both the mother and the star.
Herself. It's just a wig, too.
Yeah.
Who knows how old this woman is? Anyway, Allison comes in, is the absolute worst from start to finish, and I enjoy every moment of it.
She also says something. There's so much confusing about her story because she's like talking about how she's from this small town and there's no opportunities for modeling. But then she starts talking about how she has more experience than the other girls. How? How is that possible?
I don't know. I absolutely don't know.
Well, because the mom has more experience with the daughters.
Great. Love that. And then we get the only person you'll ever learn their last name before their elimination.
Shayla Marie Ali, 18, Country Club Hills, Illinois.
And she is related to Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And she also is kind of one of our like fashion people, theoretically, in that she's in school for it.
Yes.
She also loves to speak in third person.
Mm-hmm.
Shaya is sexy. Shaya is goofy. Shaya is everybody's fantasy.
Wild. And Mr. J, of course, calls her on like, hey, okay, then what if you're studying fashion, what trends are you seeing? And she gives an answer, which is the potato sack dress kind of style. And he's like, okay, that was last season. And she was like, okay. And I'm like, come on, Jay. Like, she gave an answer. It's better than like some people who they're like, who's your favorite cover girl? And they're like, you.
Naima.
Yeah, right.
Our break from panel is a very uncomfortable segment where we see a lot of, for now, Amy for now, where she asks if the other girls want to check out her pubic hair.
Figured she just wanted to be the title of the episode real bad before she could changing the format.
The girl who shows those pubes. Well, I rewatched this scene because I was like, wow, that is out of nowhere in a way that is more bizarre than normal. All the girls were having this very kind of muted, unfocused conversation about how they don't eat and they're all so thin. And Whitney was kind of laying her ground as like the plus size because she was like, I eat whatever I want all the time. And I truly think Amy for now was just trying to like change the topic. And I give her the smallest bit of credit. Is she weird and awkward about it and says something so silly? Sure. But she does get him to stop talking about weight and not eating, which I appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, that conversation was not fun. Of course, it was started by Allison, who was showing off how she can grip the underneath of her ribs.
Oh my gosh.
We also find out Amy for now's 2 states of being, which are either completely alone or anywhere.
Yep.
So Amy comes in. She's 20 from Bartlesville, Ohio.
Bartlesville's a great name for a city.
And she thinks that not having a filter is an asset. And I would say that's not.
There's something I remember disliking Amy for now, and I actually find her very charming. There's something about her that's just like, she talks like a real person. I think she's a space case. Don't get me wrong. But when she like, and this is more the next episode, to be fair, I think she's actually really self-aware.
You do?
Yeah. It's more in the next episode, to be fair. But I just think Amy is like fully formed in a way that some of these people are not. Amy's not trying for a plot line, I don't think. I think she's just being herself.
Amy for now is the girl that I would not get along with in a group of people, where I would just be like, oh, we don't need to hang out. We don't need to talk.
Here's an interesting question
for
then.
Me.
Which of the top model contestants as of now would you? Who's like your friend type?
Dominique.
Sure. Great,
also,
wonderful.
I think in some ways, Anya, like she's okay, fine. That's a lie.
I think you would invite over Anya, but only if you also knew her boyfriend.
That's true. No, I think it would be Dominique or Katarzyna. Because Katarzyna seems kind of chill.
We're going to have this might be the cycle that we all have wildly different opinions about people. Because, okay.
Whitney comes in, 20, from Atlantic Beach, Florida.
And she has tanned every day of her life.
And she immediately shades every plus-size girl that's ever been on the show.
She's set up to do so in a classic Tyra interview.
Yeah. Also, she's not 100% wrong, though.
No,
and she kind of blames the show for it.
I thought she blamed the women more than the show.
Well, she says plus-size girls get here. Things happen, and they lose all of it. And that sounds like a nothing of a sentence because she was using so many pronouns. But she's saying like they lose all their spirit and like wanting to win.
To me, it sounded like she was attempting to blame the show while knowing that she couldn't actually blame the show.
Maybe.
That's exactly what it sounded like to me. Also, she is dressed to win this. She was like black tank top, jeans, showing off my body, but also showing like model go-see look. Like
that's true. I forgot she had this dark hair, though.
Me too.
They make fun of her for being beauty queenish. And to me, she reads like a politician because she keeps using the word American.
Yep. Yeah.
It's more what it is.
A healthy American woman should be the ideal
American woman. Mm-hmm. Vote for me, the ideal American woman.
I wish you could see listeners, me and Hannah both just like strutting our boobs. Just like just like pose, shoulder, 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 shoulder. I will say this though, Whitney's quite pretty and she's got a very nice face.
Yeah. Marguerite comes in, 19, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Here's all I have to say about Marguerite. It's not a freestyle if you write it before you come in the room.
Yes.
I'm going to also argue that it is just a poem.
An unrhymed poem as well.
Yeah.
Just because you rhyme 2 lines out of the 6 does not a poem make.
I was really disappointed because I had liked Marguerite up until now. And I also thought she had a really cool look.
Well,
and then her panel.
You're only going to start liking her less in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I think I'd repress this until I looked at my notes.
Well, she comes in. She does this pre-written and choreographed freestyle where she sexually harasses Mr. J.
Uh-huh.
They're just all doing it this cycle, apparently.
But then her plan is so convoluted because she says,
according to the freestyle.
Yeah, lucky for me, he'll never know how I feel because with his help, I'll look innocent and make it look real. What is your plan, Marguerite?
She laid it out to you. You know exactly.
Then you explain it to me and not a freestyle to tell you.
So, what she's going to do, Marguerite gets on the show, does photo shoots, learns how to get that editorial innocent look. But then her eyes are always smizing with the idea that she wants to bang Mr. J. But he can't tell because she's so innocent.
And then she told him this plan.
I'm not saying that part of the plan's good. She's the supervillain at the end of the episode where the superhero is tied up and the villain's like, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. Hope you don't escape. And Mr. J was just like, well, I'm never letting you on.
Yeah, she does say later that she beefed the interview.
I love that she says beefed. But you know what I don't love that she says? Man, there's a word that gets thrown around a lot this cycle.
Yep,
specifically about Dominique. That's just a word that we do not use anymore. And it's weird to hear this word used because
bandied about.
Yeah, so freely because out of nowhere. We just cut to this. A couple of girls talking about Dominique poorly for no reason other than jealousy, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they say she looks like a transvestite. Their words, obviously.
This is all just to introduce her to panel, too. That's why we're seeing this weird exchange. Like, the show is endorsing it.
And Kat is the one who's just
say it themselves later.
Yeah.
Oh, but Katarzyna is just like, does this gentle, like, I think she tans too much and like pats her face and she pats the tannest face. And I'm like, Kat, is this your critique?
Well, yes, actually. To be fair, Katarzyna and Dominique have the same critique. They wear too much makeup.
Yep. Yeah. That's next episode, but absolutely.
Yeah. Dominique comes in, 23, Columbus, Ohio.
And this is my favorite Tyra moment in a long time. Where she goes, and this is how I would like to be referred to when I walk into a room from now on. She's entering with lots of boobs.
Not wrong either.
Well, that's how I enter a room.
Yep.
They immediately tell her that she needs to smile, which was not a great look.
But her answer is amazing.
Oh my God.
I totally forgot about this.
Yeah. So Dominique is extremely put together. She is like
an adult.
Yeah. And I'm going to say that she's well-spoken. And to be clear, when I say well-spoken, because I know sometimes that can have like a kind of a racial tinge to it.
Yeah.
I just mean that so many top model contestants are dum-dums. Are dum-dums. So this is more so compared to top model people.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to let them tell her to smile because she says, well, people who know me, I have a lot like inside me that causes me not to smile. But I'm tough and I want to be a role model for other people. And she tells the story of her abusive ex. And she ends on saying, like, you don't get to put a price on all this pretty, which I think is cute and a great way to end that story. And for some fucking reason, the panel decides to make fun.
They immediately disregard her and her story.
Oh, she's just all about like, I'm pretty. I'm like, that is not at all what she said.
What just happened?
This is all about reclaiming your self-esteem and power. And
Dominique just came in full role model right away, telling an honest story, but also being on the other side of the hill.
Yep.
And you just make fun of it. It's so silly.
I hate the way they treat her.
Mm-hmm. And you know who doesn't pass the Bechdel test at all? Kristen. And it's not her fault because she walks in and they're like, tell us about the men in your life. She's
18, like, Portage, Michigan, hard 18, with the most emo of haircuts.
I was about to say, it's the hair.
Got strong Norel vibes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just ask immediately, just the only thing she gets to talk about are her brother and father?
Boyfriend.
Brother and boyfriend, sorry. Who are both in like the military, the army, and one's over in Iraq, right?
Her boyfriend, I believe.
Yeah,
it
hardest Iraq.
But it's just I'm just like, why didn't you let her talk about herself at all?
Also, what I didn't like about this is like we had this story last season that you ignored. Janet.
Yep.
So this is just to make up for Janet's lack of story.
Get ready for Fatima, who we've seen. But this isn't her interview. It's one of these, like, I think that's one of the reasons we didn't have all the plane flights and all that is just because we actually had a lot of like drama this episode.
That's true.
Oof.
There's barely even time for this is the dance breaks during the interview process.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have used a Meg, 2G's Meg, like dance break at some point. I know we hated it, but we didn't know what we had, y'all.
It was necessary, it turns out, because otherwise you just get way too much of things that the show and I am not prepared to have a good point of view on.
Yeah, we have to talk about this because that's what we do here on Pod Lead'em. But at the same time, this is a conversation that just like I'm not equipped to talk about. So I'm mostly going to talk about objectively what happens. She starts in with a quote that's pretty funny. Most of the girls are cool, but don't understand how stupid they act sometimes.
Yes, that was funny.
And I was like, that's actually really funny. It's not funny the way Fatima delivers it because she's not delivering it as a joke.
Well, yeah, Fatima, I think, is just maybe a rude person who doesn't understand other people's feelings.
Literally says that at one point. Literally does not understand that she has the power to hurt other people until today. So there's going to be a big Fatima v. Shayla thing going on where they start using the word, or Fatima starts using the word ghetto to describe the other black women, specifically Shayla, but a couple of the other women.
Yeah.
Poor Stacey Ann's always in the background of these conversations, like did not want to be part of the fights. And it's interesting, Shayla's interview too, that kind of talks about how we use language. Yeah. Because Shayla goes, and I think this is, as like gay men, like we have some stuff like this too, different words, obviously, where she was like, she didn't say it like, oh, Shayla, you're so ghetto. She said, Shayla, you're so ghetto. And I was like, that is an interesting thing. And so that just becomes this like, they keep having different conversations and arguments surrounding what it is to be like a Black American woman and other things like that like the three of us don't have any right to really.
Yeah, an intersection of race and class.
It's very complicated.
This show is definitely not equipped to present us with.
Nor is Top Model.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant Top Model. This show also.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I actually think it's funny that you were like, we need Pod Lead'em. But we do have to discuss it because it becomes a through line.
Yeah.
Until Shayla is gone, essentially. But then we get a little bit of a reprieve.
Yeah. Katarzyna comes in, 22, Roslyn, New York. I had forgotten she went to Cornell.
Yeah.
Me too. But she's originally from Lublin, Poland. And you know how some people say you dress for the job you want? Kat dresses for the job she has. Because she's an executive office person and she dresses exactly like that.
These are also some unfortunate highlights.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She has another one of the good bikinis, which is nice.
Also, an amazing mole. The most gorgeous.
Her beauty mark.
Oh my God.
I can't wait for CoverGirl to get rid of it. But they do a little foreshadowing. Ooh, wow, she looks like Paulina Poroskova.
Shalinda comes in, 23, Washington, D.C.
8th time is the charm.
Why did they let her come?
I don't know.
Because it is clear.
Mean.
clear from casting because she says this is her 8th time. And Tyra replies, so that means you're not a quitter, which is incredibly shady. And clearly you're not putting her on the show. So why are you putting this woman through this?
This also implies, and I think this is true, she's auditioned 8 times, but this is the first time that she's been in front of them at a panel.
That's what I assume.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think they honestly maybe did it to just be like, stop auditioning. Which is a shame because she seems like she's, again, one of those kind of like, you're pleasant, you're nice.
She's very pretty also.
Yeah. But then now it's Shaylinda versus Fatima right after this, where we learn again about the use of language, where Shaylinda is saying, man, okay, so Shaylinda is saying that is calling herself like that she can be a bitch. Shaylinda's talking about herself. You can be a bitch, you can be a bitch. And Fatima's like, would you say that you're a bitch? And Shaylinda's like, yes. And she's like, so can I call you a bitch? And Shaylinda's like, snaps.
Yep.
And by snaps, I mean, is like, absolutely not. No, that is. And then people have to pull Shaylinda back. I don't think you had to pull Shaylinda back. That seemed like a little overcorrection. But I'm like, yeah, Fatima, there's a difference between someone else calling them something and then you asking permission to say a bad word about them.
Well, it does this like, but why not? And you're like,
You know why.
Right?
It's odd because like maybe Fatima's very smart presenting.
Yeah.
So it seems odd that she doesn't have knowledge of any social cues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Language is not her
anyway,
strong
Fatima's
suit.
just getting into fights with everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Lauren comes in from Brooklyn, New York, first pair of heels.
And I'm going to say, though, except for the heels, dressed very well for her audition.
Yeah.
Dressed very much like, here's the character, here's what you're going to get. But it's like a put together outfit.
Yeah. Tyra says a full lie and then calls herself typical.
Where did this come from?
I, Tyra, am a typical beauty.
After all these years of your alien 5 head.
Yeah, we've been told everything about you's not. And then, but I get what she's saying, that she's like, Lauren, you're ugly. But maybe
I'm beautiful.
Like, that's what she's trying to say, because even Lauren's like, I love ugly, beautiful. And Tyra's like, well, I didn't say beautiful.
I do love that Lauren puts it as representing those weirdo girls who aren't freaks.
Yeah, I kind of actually like that too.
It's like not all the way there.
No,
but
just a little bit.
Yeah.
She does one of the funniest things.
Oh my God.
Where she's doing her runway walk barely. And is like walking away from the 3 judges. And they're like, okay, now hit a fierce pose.
And this is all set to some, what I refer to as adorably creepy circus music.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And still with her back to them,
Just
maybe
stops.
hits a pose. And they're just like so enchanted by this. They're like, okay, you can go. Thanks,
So
Lauren.
this is what gets her on the show?
She decided to give us her back.
She didn't decide nothing. She stopped. You
I love
interrupted
that
her.
she was like, okay, well, I gave a fierce pose. You didn't say I had to do it to you. It's so funny. Oh, gosh. Oh.
Stacey Ann enters the...
When does she actually become Stacey Ann? Because she introduces herself as Stacey, and the Chiron always says Stacey Ann.
And what's funny is I looked really hard for it. Later on, when we see their names printed and we have some reveals, you never actually get to see hers. So something tells me she was only Stacey throughout this.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
22, Miami, Florida. I remembered her voice.
It's what she's known for.
I was not prepared for it still.
I didn't remember the full extent of it. Recently I've been participating in a bracket of the best animated television show of all time. So I recently watched an episode of Rugrats.
Okay.
She sounds exactly like Dill.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Let me just say though, I love Stacey Ann. She is so fun because she will not let you make fun of her.
No.
We've talked about people rolling with the punches. Those punches don't even land on Stacey Ann. She is dodging.
Full Matrix.
Yep. Exactly.
Also,
she was
married at 17 and still married.
And what's so funny? Yeah, exactly. They're trying to be like, wow, 17. She's like, yeah, we're in love. I'm like, good for you, Stacey Ann.
We've been married for 5 years. It's great.
sounds good. And then
Me,
she's like,
Stacey Ann.
and then she's like, they're like, there's a type of dance you always wanted to do. And I was like, please be like Circus LA. I didn't remember this. And she's like, I've always wanted to give
just like full like swing dancing.
Woo! I wanted to do a square dance. Me, Stacey Ann.
a lap dance. She wants to give a lap dance, and Miss J is all about this. He loves.
Why does Tyra hate this so much?
Yeah.
I think it's because, you know what, actually, theory. Not a conspiracy, because I think it's just true. Remember, Tyra is at war with strippers aren't models.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But what about a model who's model forward, but also does not mind stripping?
When they're stripping rising.
Yeah, exactly. So she's like, no.
Model son, stripping rising.
And especially because both Jays are just into it. And then she does. An
The least
iconic
sexy.
moment. Top 10 moment ever, because it's so genuine, where she like starts her lap dance and she goes, do, 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 do. And they're like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, you know how they have sexy music?
To be fair, she's not wrong.
No,
They're
no,
not
no.
providing music.
I know, and I just love it. I love it. It's just the quietest.
It's just for Stacey Ann.
It's so fucking funny. And she's just so endlessly
Earnest.
charming. And we haven't talked about it. Face that could launch ships.
Oh my God. Legs that go all the way down to the floor.
Dresses well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
But that leads basically into our dance montage that we needed earlier.
But it's only 2 seconds long.
And we just learned that double E Amy is double jointed.
Yes.
Yeah. Double E Amy, 18, Spanaway, Washington. She had a very young Mormon mom, and now Amy is Jack Mormon. And that's kind of her story.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because I remembered her still being Mormon. And I was like, oh, I forgot that your whole thing was
Not.
that your mom's your best friend, but she's still very Mormon, and you never
Definitely very heavily Mormon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But Amy's just one of those that you're like, oh, look, a very plausible model.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Mhm.
Look how pretty you are. That's nice. Thanks, Amy. Thanks. But Amy is also one of those like good reaction people. Like
Mm-hmm. She'll look shocked.
Amy loves a double hands over mouth shocked expression.
Beauty Queen gas mask.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
In walks Kimberly from Worcester, Mass. And she reveals something that I find crazy. She is a bank teller at the age of 18. And
Huh?
I thought you had to go through a lot more schooling to be a bank teller.
I don't know,
I have
but
no idea.
it's kind of funny. And again, they do this thing where they said something stupid and she clearly just didn't like understand, where they were like,
you here.
because they asked, do you ever take any money? And that is the phrase of like a bank teller takes the money. Like that's how you
Yeah.
tell at a
Job.
bank. And she goes, yeah, all the time. And they're like, what? And she's like, oh, you mean like steal it? And then she's like, no, that's a federal offense, which I think was a cute joke.
Yes, they try to make her sound dumb. And I actually don't think Kimberly is dumb. Kimberly has other problems. I don't think Kimberly's dumb.
No. And also, but then she said something that's so funny to me. She was like, people think I'm this dumb blonde, but I'm actually really down to earth. And I'm like, those aren't they're mutually exclusive.
They use that clip. Either they use the clip several times or she does it several times. And I'm just like, that's not one thing. It's not the opposite of the other thing.
They bank that once and they
Yeah.
use it all the time now.
But they're not opposites.
No.
You can be dumb and down to earth.
I would argue that they actually go together most of the time.
Also, her accent fascinates me because at first you're like, oh, she just has this like sexy baby voice. But then you hear the Worcester underneath and you're
she's got that Worcester, which is fun.
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't know. I like Kim.
This is going to sound mean, and her face is not for me.
Agreed. I agree with that. I don't think Kim is the most plausible model.
Yeah.
I think she's got an atypicalness, though. And they will remind you all the time that her face is the tiniest.
There are a lot of tiny faced women this cycle.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a cycle of Tatianas. Truly.
Your dream.
Tiny faced women.
Tom Model ask, how tiny can you make your face? Fatima comes in.
Fatima comes in, 21, Boston, Mass.
And
Totally forgot that
Tyra-
she was in NYU.
Tyra says something. I understand what she's trying to say, but this is the creepiest way you could possibly ask this question. Fatima says she's from Somalia.
Yes.
And Tyra replies, "You got a little Iman's blood in you." What? Why did you say it like that?
And then luckily Fatima answers like a human being and says, "Oh, people do say we like favor each other. They remind me of it." She's just a big and I doubt Fatima's probably never heard that. And she's like, let's just get past this, right?
She's fully sobbing when she enters this room.
Oh, she hugs Tyra, right? That's like her thing.
Yeah.
Which is so different than how she's been presented so far. Like Fatima goes through just a lot of different
Characters
thoughts and feelings,
personalities,
facets. And here's the thing: I'm mostly on her side. I am. I think she explains it well. It's not in this episode, but the tough exterior, I totally get.
Sure. There seems to me to be she has to go through an extra process to really understand that other people are full people. Like I almost feel like because she knew Tyra before this, she walked in and was like, "Oh, Tyra is another person."
Sure.
But she's almost not reacting to the other people around her like they are real people,
full humans.
Well, I think she's literally people say all the time that they're putting up walls, putting up tough exteriors. I think Fatima's had to put up a wall that I think, to your point, Hannah, I think she has had to put up a wall emotionally so big that it actually might be hard for her to react to other people.
Yeah.
And you understand why when she reveals that she has been part of female genital mutilation or circumcision. They kind of use both interchangeably. And that a big thing about it, I appreciate the way she tells this, that she's like, this is something that happened to me. This is something that's a part of me. I can't take that back, but I want to bring light to this. And she also gives some statistics about how many people perish from this happening.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond the fact that this is body mutilation. You know what I mean? Because at first she kind of describes how it's a tradition. It's not seen as this necessarily negative thing there, but it is. And she believes it is. And, it's very interesting. This is also one of those topics that Top Model brings up a lot of topics, and they have, people with a lot of different stories and whatever. This is something that as a viewer, I would have not really even known about, honestly. Like I know about it, but I bet at the age I watched this. And so I do actually appreciate that this is probably one of those things that, unlike a lot of times when Top Model wants to bring light to something, I actually think this did.
Sure.
I was really worried about how the show was going to handle this. But the fact that...
Yeah, because it's Top Model.
it happened organically.
Yeah.
Because this is the contestant story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And B, that it was one of the situations where the show was wise enough to get it out of its own way and truly just let her talk about her experience and introduce the
uninterrupted for the most part.
Yeah, we didn't have Tyra jump in and be like, "Oh yes, I know this fact that I've been prepped on."
Yeah, she didn't do a Megan, do you think your mother's an angel? She didn't do one of those moments.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But then we have a weird moment that gets worse because they're in they have a lot of tiny rooms these girls have to hang out in. And Shayla basically forces Fatima to cry by screaming at Fatima how much she can cry if she needs to, because Fatima reveals to everyone else this story. And Shayla is very affected by it. But then, I think Fatima wants to shut down, but for better or worse, Shayla's not going to let her.
Nope. They will be sisters in sisterhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're all going to turn on Marvita for some fucking reason.
Yeah, it was very clear to me. I thought that Marvita was really trying to understand Fatima's experience.
Yeah.
She did not do a great job asking it in a sensitive way.
Oh, I think the timing of this was extremely
super
poor.
Suspects, yeah.
Yeah. I just, again, it's kind of like the way Marvita talks about her own abuse and trauma in her life is so casual. That is how she's asking other people.
Yes.
I will say it spoke to me as someone who is in my therapy, I've learned that I need to process it in this specific way.
Mm-hmm.
And so she then applies that to everyone else. I didn't see it as Marvita coming for Fatima.
No, I don't think Marvita was intentionally malicious.
Yeah.
No.
I think she
bad timing for
did not read a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure.
And then everyone else, specifically Marguerite and Allison,
for no. Allison just wanted to jump in something.
They've proved themselves to be thus far in the episode.
I was about to say, this is one of those things where so much happened, so many people reveal themselves, and you're just like, whose side am I on?
Is this when Allison like grabs onto Marvita or
she
like,
kind of like
hits her?
Hits her? It's unclear like how hard it is, but Marvita's like, don't. Absolutely not.
Well, and she said, if you swing at me again, I will take flight on you like nobody's business. And I was like, what a beautifully poetic way to talk.
I've never heard that.
Someone up.
I don't know if that's like a common phrase that I'm just not privy to, but I was like, take flight on you. Love.
I was very much like, yeah, you guys haven't proven to be friends. Keep your hands to yourself, please, right now.
Well, as we'll learn, no one can keep their hands off of Marvita. Good or bad. Marvita's just there to be touched by people through every episode. Oh, man. I wrote the phrase in all caps, you need some more Jesus.
That's what Marvita's pastor said to her as she reveals to panel.
Yes.
Was that a note? Was that a note to you, JW? Note to tell him. Get more Jesus.
Can I tell y'all a little trick? Little trick. So when I'm dealing with like, people in my life, let's say, that want to make an argument that as a Christian they believe they can make.
Oh, sure.
I love to preemptively, when I say something like, y'all just need to this, but you just need some more Jesus. I just wish y'all knew. And they don't know how to respond to that because that's like their argument. So when I present something that I believe as like, I'm just saying, you got to support same-sex marriage, and if you don't, you just need some more Jesus. You just need to. And people are like, but that's my argument. So I don't know how to. I'm like, yeah, take.
I was gonna say Jesus.
I'm gonna take back all this. I'm gonna take back all these things. Anyway, yeah, it's Marvita time.
The panel is also immediately shady to Marvita. The Jays hate Marvita, and I don't get why.
Yeah.
Especially Mr.
I was going to say especially Miss.
They
both hate her.
Clearly both. Maybe she's just like, which is so funny because she's got a personality, she's got a character, she's back for her second time. She's so like genuinely gorgeous.
It seemed to me like they were holding on to something from last cycle. They're like, oh, we didn't like Marvita. Why did you bring her back?
Mr. J says she's trying to be conformed to something that she thinks we want her to look like. And I'm like, and then they make fun of her for going to therapy?
Kind of.
The whole thing tasted bad in the mouth.
Alexander, I want to be very clear that you and I are great friends because I'm worried my next opinion is going to end our friendship.
Oh, okay.
I love Jenna. Here's why.
Make your case.
Jenna is fun. And Jenna, every time there's a group shot, every time we see a photo, Jenna is serving. And she's also always cheering for other people when they get good news.
Okay.
I think she's great. And I think the only negative
is she's the most Boston person alive. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? We can't just hate an accent. People have Boston accents. I have friends with Boston accents. I'll defend them. And she was, again, Hannah brings this up all the time. She was prompted for this.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
This wasn't her being like, I'm gonna list my car needs. They were like, what? She even says, do you really want to hear that?
Also, come on, weaving like a hairdo. That's cute.
Weaving like a hairdo was. She's fine. I actually didn't hate her. She just came in with a very strong energy that like I wasn't ready for, nor was the panel. Seemingly.
I just love her. I love her. She's one of those people that I'm like, should have been on the show.
Yeah. See, to me,
let her be on the show.
This is really genuine to me. Where this is like this. You are a person who exists outside of the show, and
that's true,
and that makes me happy.
You know who you are as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Here's her list though of what she wants on her Impala SS with 22s. Because she wants to be fast, two-toned, white on top, red on bottom, rims, tint, system, bumpin', fly, and then in the cutest voice, fly. And I love it. And I also love that after a while she ran out of like nouns, so she was like bumping. I don't know, like It's as if she could see the list that they put up and just like, oh, I've got some room left.
Oh no, you asked for 8.
Bump and fly again.
Question though, I was very confused. Was there a reveal of Jenna's sexuality in her description, or was it just weirdly worded?
What?
Because it seemed like she said not only does she want the Chevy Impala, she wants the girl next to her.
I also got the vibes that she was like, I want to flirt with a girl.
And like, cool, but like,
and
it
great.
Was so,
oh my God, that made me like her more.
So, like,
oh God, guys, can you imagine the crush I would have had if she had made it on the show?
Oh, she feels like
would've.
your crush of the cycle for sure. I also, it's very unclear if she's like, I'm competitive because I want to have the better car than another girl, or if
I thought it was more that like you see that guy and that girl and you want that girl in your car. That's what I got from it.
Anyway, love Jenna. Should have made it on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Jennifer comes in from Orlando, Florida, and Tyra makes a whole fucking big ordeal about this non-existent accent.
I didn't hear an accent at all. And then it leads to Tyra eventually just saying Olay, which, Jesus, Tyra.
You never want to be there. Don't put yourself in a position where it just ends up with you saying Olay. Ever.
Also, Jasleen didn't teach you, what, 1 or 2 words of Spanish? Come on, Tyra. So Jennifer's one of our plus size, notably has stretch marks. And I appreciated her, like, kind of description of that. And she is kind of our, like, at least in the people that we see, she's like our Latina contestant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Claire, how do you feel about the environment?
Here's a word salad of a sentence that you don't understand as word salad. At least I didn't until after it was over, because Claire was so confident in delivering it.
Uh-huh.
I would just love to be like a global warrior for the environment, because I can't be a coward for my daughter. What?
I'm gonna go on record. Claire never knows what she's saying.
But always says it confidently.
Oh, she has a great speaking voice. Great speaking voice. She chose every earring that morning.
I was gonna say those earrings are so ugly.
That's another. She also wears things very confidently.
Yeah.
Look at her and you're like, that's really ugly.
Some part of me thinks she's like a bizarro version of JL.
Yes, I can see that.
All the confidence, all the fashion choices, all the like funky hair, but just what if JL was, you know, a mother, white, all the things that Claire is.
50% less.
Yeah, exactly. And I forgot this whole thing.
So did I, and I'm so ready to hear Hannah talk about it.
So Claire is currently still pumping so that she can still have breast milk for when she returns from the competition. That's very interesting. I know some young JW would not even know. But because she's, you know, creating it, she's whatever, she's drinking it. And what's it taste like? Light soy milk.
Well, Hannah.
Confirm.
Confirm, deny.
The host who.
Yeah, right? The host who confirms.
So she would either have to keep pumping or have to completely decide that her daughter would not be receiving breast milk anymore.
Sure.
So if she's not ready to do that, that totally makes sense. There is no reason to drink it. You freeze it.
She didn't want to waste it.
Yeah, I've always heard of freezing it.
You freeze it.
Now, is she going to have the ability to do that at the top model home? I would have loved just a freezer full.
That she just keeps mailing home.
Yeah, right.
The FedExing thing, I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's a legal thing to FedEx.
That's the only thing that she brought was dry ice so that she could like pack up.
There's a lot of Tupperware.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't like how they treat this, though.
But this is also something that she has to do for herself. You can't just not, because that leads to medical issues.
Right.
Yeah.
And also that she'd just probably like spot lactate, right?
Oh, yeah. No, she probably is anyway. But here's the thing.
I wish she had done it while she was talking about it.
Just like you see. But also like with intention, just like holding Tyra's eyesight the whole time.
What a power move to be like, Tyra, you know how you always wanted a baby?
Oh,
just like
I wasn't even taking it to that place. I was like, oh, you're going to ask me about my breast milk? And there it comes. And it just comes down, rains down.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I resent about this is that Tyra apparently decided that this was going to be her one bit for this audition process. Ugh. And then they all get tall, frosty glasses of milk.
I hated this.
Thanks, Claire.
Thanks, Claire.
Thanks, Claire. Gross.
Get out.
Stupid. So dumb.
Ugh.
It reminded me of that time where Anshul talked about Oprah flying to get donuts, and they all got donuts. And I'm like, you didn't need to try to recreate that magic. Didn't need to try to recreate that magic.
Need to fetishize normal motherhood processes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, it was an interesting thing to hear about, I thought.
Yeah.
Top model can just never let things be. Just let it be. Let the girls talk for themselves.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So our orders get all backed up. We're drowning in paperwork, then actually drowning. Carol is fighting off sharks with a stapler, and pirates are pillaging the office copier, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant goes beyond the resume, using unique insights to deliver a smarter shortlist. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
You know what also spoke for itself, though? Mr. J's makeup highlight on his chesticles. He gave himself cleavage.
He did.
Today's the day we're giving out the midterm grades. You know that day where you call everyone together and give out the midterm grades?
So funny.
The report cards wait for you here in the hall. The report cards are written. Go get them.
To be fair, to give the show the littlest bit of credit,
Littlest.
we have gone from marooning women on an island
Sure.
to just expelling them from school.
Yep.
Sorry, The Littlest Credit is my favorite off-brand Disney movie.
The littlest credit. But also, this is like simple. Their names on it.
That's what I was going to say. Their names are on the front, so we
You
don't
have to
have
worry about paper cuts.
This is also theoretically the first time they're seeing this school ID photo, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, this is really cool. And you're both like, no. We said yes with our mouths and no's with our entire body. This is where we learn Claire's name is Claire Amy.
with double E's. Yeah,
Maybe
Clara
we
Me.
have 3 Amy's.
I think her name is. I think it's Clara Me,
Oh.
like Claire friend.
I think it's Claramy, like Jeremy.
Clara Me.
Jenna has a great picture. Should have gone on the show. Just gonna keep pressing it.
We got Whitney, Jenna, Marvita, Katarzyna, Jennifer, Kristen, Stacy, Anne, Claire, Amy, Anya, Kimberly, Amy, double E, Fatima, Lauren, Amy for now, Atalia, Allison, Dominique, and 3 randos we never learned their names.
One who's got big curly hair.
Yep.
We lose a lot more than we normally do. I feel like we lose 3 people that we've had full storylines with: Shayla, Shaylinda, and Marguerite. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Marguerite just walks out of her interview.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What is this fake study hall sign we have? What was that covering behind them?
I don't know. I love the little frame study hall sign behind Mr. J.
Why did Mr. J say prep school and then think epaulets?
Because he's transitioning from preparation to academy, military academy.
Maybe he was debuting a line called Prepaulets, which are epaulets just for preparation.
It's time for senior class portraits.
With self-styled hair and makeup.
And little tube tops, as they're called.
And a rug.
Well, that's a reveal.
That it is.
Allison makes little purple... So they do their own hair and makeup. And Allison does little purple tears because that's a hip trend for the Asian runway right now, which maybe, I don't know.
No proof.
Lauren just gives herself a black eye. And I think it's actually kind of funny. Because she was like, I can't do makeup, so I'm just going to make a strong choice.
It wasn't the worst choice Lauren could have made.
No, but it really does feel like someone who's trying to not get on the show and just have some fun doing it.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
And now they're selling a stole. Because when they get up, they've got a full background for no reason.
Winter Wonderland background.
And they're all given this, like, giant, I hope, fake fur thing. And they're just making beauty shots, essentially.
With the tradition of like senior portraits, you're going to wear this little stole.
What senior portrait?
Give them a tiny rose. That's what you do in a senior portrait. Tiny rose over the shoulder.
Or
A
even
diploma.
Mortarboard.
Stupid.
Also, that stole, it's so big.
Also, we learn in the final photo, you can't even see the fucking stoles because of how close the shot is. So it was unnecessary.
Yeah. Dominique does something really cool with her hair. Dominique's been changing up her hair this entire time, and I appreciate that she's trying to give you looks. I also thought that Whitney did a fun thing because she tried to make it look like it was like, oh, you found me under the sheets. Oop. Like,
which is Whitney's whole personality.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I was just like, oh, cool. Like, people are trying stuff. And then Fatima takes 14 hours to do hers.
She wants to get it right.
Again, personality number 5, 6, now a perfectionist on top of everything else, Fatima.
But also,
imagine if Fatima hadn't made it on the show.
This is just not something that can be gotten right.
No.
Sometimes if you have enough wrong pieces, Fatima, you're not going to be able to get it right. I'm not talking about her as a person. I'm talking about what the show has given her.
Yes, generally speaking.
Yeah.
So when they sit down to talk about the contestants, they say a full, flat out, atrociously wrong lie, which is that Dominique is boring and her look is boring.
Boring horsey.
Yeah. She's so good looking, it becomes a little boring horsey. And I just love the idea of a boring horsey spectrum.
Do you think
Where do you fall on boring to horsey?
Do you think the best friend of the lidless credit is boring horsey?
Why do I imagine it's like a little like arcade token?
Oh yeah, little horsey.
They have very tame adventures.
Yeah. it's
boring horsey's like, don't want to do that.
Gentle pranks.
Yes, the gentle prank kids. So someone write the children's book. Tyra has a full shoulder bag strap of a dress.
Yes.
Like she's gonna put a falcon on it or something.
I like Mr. J's sparkly sweater vest. The tie was a bridge too far.
Agreed.
Yeah. This is our normal like 3-person. We're gonna quickly run down all the girls, tell you what we like about them, tell you what you don't.
Lauren's uniform shot, her school ID photo, is how did she get on this fucking
How did she
show?
get on this show? How did she get on this show?
It's like, have you ever looked at someone and you're worried if they're going to be able to stay standing, but for no reason?
And they like laugh at it.
Yes!
They can't get over how bad it is.
Don't understand.
And then again, I'm going to keep screaming it till the end of this episode. Jenna's were great.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. They say that Kristen looks very European in the way that I was like, because she's white? I don't understand
With dark
what they're
hair.
It is just the skin hair combo.
Yeah.
Truly.
Do they not realize that she just dyed her hair that color?
Oh, that's not natural? I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Alexander's face. I wish everyone could see like, oh no, I have to explain to JW all of hair. By the way, right now, I want all the listeners to know none of us have a natural hair color.
No.
I just said that, then looked at us and I'm like, blue, pink, blonde, gray. We are making, we would be 3 contestants that wouldn't make it. Because they'd be like too
Unless
strong
it
a
was
choice.
the British invasion season.
Oh.
We're 3 people that represent red, white, and blue. Oh no! Oh god!
Tyra gives us some conventional wisdom, which is, I guess you can always teach a girl to stop sucking in her cheeks.
I mean, you can. Tyra tip. That's about Whitney, by the way, who's just decided to bite down on that jaw when she is posing. There is some video game pause screen music that takes us into their like call out kind of thing.
You have entered the commencement ceremonies for top model prep.
And Tyra, that dress should have had one of 2 things: the little shoulder doodads or the tie.
Mm-hmm.
Not both. Not both.
Or it should have been a shirt paired with pants.
It is very like the nice teacher in a porno.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Guys, what are these tiny diplomas? I'm asking.
I wish one had I wish someone had opened it straight up.
What did they get handed?
For spitballs later.
It's a photo of Tyra.
All right. Oh, so good. And you know what you could have given them? I get the diploma thing. I totally get it. And they've been doing this whole theme. You could have also just given them their like school ID.
Or
like
report
that's
cards.
a picture. Or report card.
Or portfolios. Because
Sure.
that's actually how diplomas come.
Yes. You get
Also
them in a
true.
little book.
Mm-hmm.
Also true. Also true.
This call out order is also insanity.
Okay. So I wrote it down as well. So you don't have to do
Okay, great.
all of the work. I will say this. It's better than it being on a pool.
Sure. But you go stand in like a choir.
The girls, the girls are also very close to Tyra once they
Yes.
get chosen. They're on top of her to the point that sometimes you can hear them while she's talking.
Yes.
Maybe it was actually a school because otherwise, why are all of these rooms so small?
That's what I mean. I think this was a school
Yeah.
and they just found the one or two. Anyway. Okay. So the first person is Allison.
Why?
Is wearing 5 necklaces, 4 of which are the same necklace.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't have time to change from her mom to child person.
But that is a weird first call.
choice.
Because then the second one too should have been first, probably. Fatima.
Yeah, Fatima.
Yes.
And then Katarzyna. And we have the beginning of the end for
Yep.
Katarzyna.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because is it Katarzenia or Katarzina? And she's just like,
Yeah,
neither.
it's one of those things too where I like that Tyra asks
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
because she never does, and I love that Kat for the most part is like, "Oh, I'm gonna politely." Kat is a very like quiet voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Part of me thinks, did Tyra just never hear her response? Then we get Kim.
That is also
My note is, oh my God, Kimberly makes it on because
That
I
was
had
my feeling.
No recollection.
and she gets called fourth.
And then Stacey Ann, great.
Great.
Mhm.
And then Tyra's got a trick up her sleeve. And this is cute from Amy Double E because she goes, Amy, and Amy Double E is like, oh, like she remembers in the moment. And I'm like, that's so genuine. That
Mhm.
moment of like, ah. And she's like, oh, we got 2 Amy's. Who wants it more? And both of them scream, probably hurting the eardrums of everyone around them. And she's like, both of you.
This is the weirdest part to me, though. They come up to receive their diplomas, and then she goes, we don't have room for 2 Amy's in the house. And the artist formerly known as Amy goes, I'll change my name. I'll do it.
Yes.
And I love the energy of Double E Amy being like, I'm not changing my
I'm not
name.
changing my name. The weirdest part of this is then Tara goes, okay, you guys are going to figure it out over there.
Yes. We know. No, we're not, because Amy for now is Amy for never again.
But also, like, does she have 2 minutes to come up with her new name? I can't let you in the house, literally, until you have a new name.
We need it on the ID. The building ID needs a name now.
As we will reveal, it feels like she took it 2 minutes to pick her new name next. And then we get kind of our third Amy.
Third Amy.
Claire.
Claramy.
Claramy. Can we call her Claramy?
No. So this is what was very strange. Before we get to Claramy, there is a weird ADR where she says 8 names. Like, I have 8 names left. And I'm like, what is going on with this math?
Maybe this reveal of this like extra person later wasn't a reveal. And then we get Whitney, who's going to prove to the world that booty is hot. I think we're on the page.
Finally, someone will prove it.
Takara's been here, y'all. Like,
Also, just booties are hot. Like that's accepted.
Jennifer Lopez has been a thing.
Yeah. Then we get Marvita, which I'm kind of surprised she wasn't the last call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we get Lauren, which again, I think
be yourself and be original, doesn't it?
and she says, awesome, thanks. I loved it. Then I'm like, you know what, Lauren, great.
Lauren's just here for the ride.
Yeah.
Yep. Then we get Atalia, which
Didn't
okay.
remember she was on the show.
Nope,
I
didn't
would
remember
have
either.
chosen I would replace Atalia with Jenna,
Yep.
honestly. And then Anya.
Which felt really late.
Well, that's the thing. It's like super late. And also theoretically right now you think she's the last one chosen.
See, it makes sense to me for the last one because you know how big of a reaction she's going to have.
I Why wouldn't you leave Marvita for last, though?
Well, because Marvita's not going to have a big reaction, I guess. It's because she doesn't. Like, that she's, and I don't mean this in a shady way, she's therapized herself to the point that, like, she doesn't have those kind of reactions.
Yeah.
So I get that. But honestly, why not, like, actually, looking at this list of people, there's not, like, a big reaction person.
No, it's just Anya.
There's a lot of cool girl club going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they did choose because then, okay, I have to break this down. Because this starts me not loving Claire a lot. So, and I did like her up until now. And this starts my, like, slight irritation with what she does on the show that's completely her fault. Tyra's like, wow, we picked these, blah, blah, blah. But there's a weird energy to it. And she's like, but you know what? You were all so strong, and all of you out there are so strong. I just said I have to make it 14. And then what's so funny is the girls who haven't been picked yet don't really react to this, but 13 reacts super hard. Claire goes, what? And then later you hear her, and Captions Crunch lets us know that she goes, who's next, Tyra? And I'm just like, Claire, don't have a conversation with Tyra.
This is not a call and response moment.
No.
Yeah.
Also, this didn't need to be a thing at all. We didn't need, just say a 14th person.
Yeah. And it's Dominique, which great.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did have that moment where I was like, was Dominique someone who came back at another cycle?
I also thought
I was
that.
doing the same thing.
We also, though, they're so actively not showing these extra 3 women that we never receive their names in a hard way.
Yeah, because the only other ones you cut to are Jennifer and Kristen, right?
Yeah.
I thought Kristen made it on this cycle also. For some reason, I had memories of, I was like, that face looks familiar.
It's just because it's Norel.
Yeah. Well, also,
but
they kind of give Katarzyna Kristen's haircut.
Yeah,
Yes.
truly.
Yeah.
So then we kind of end. Kristen vows to be back, and get ready, y'all, because in an update for next episode, she kind of was. It's weird.
Oh.
And then Whitney ends with something that's prophetic and also stupid. Where Whitney goes, I'm going to win it. Duh. Close to the episode.
I'll get out of here.
Yeah, top school prep.
Oh my god. Instead of video game music, I wish it had just been Stacey Ann doing Taco Bell's Cannon.
Yes. Perfect. Well, that was one heck of a ride of an episode.
Whew. All thriller, no filler.
And if you think we're all thriller and no filler, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, all your hot takes.
Yes, and thank you. We've gotten a slew of reviews and all that good stuff from everyone as well. And as always, if you want to support us, you can support us by going to anchor.fm/podleadum. One more time, that's anchor.fm/podleadum.
Just like our friend Robert, whose apparently supermodel name is Gamatronica.
I mean, let us know your supermodel name when you donate at anchor.fm/podleadum. That's great.
Mm-hmm. You can leave as little as 99 cents a month. It just helps us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You can always reach out to me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I'm on Instagram now with more cute baby photos at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
Yay. A Redditor said something about that. And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump. And, use the hashtag PodLeadem because that's how Alexander eats all the tweets up. He's got to have a festive diet of tweets for the holiday
the only
season.
Calories I get.
Oh.
So for PodLeadem, I've been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW for now.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadem is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.